Polling news. Weekly Standard has the latest Pew Center poll. Shows that Jeb Bush is falling and has fallen to 4% in the Republican field. Trump leads the field, 25%. Ben Carson next at 16%. Carly Fiorina and Marco Rubio are tied for third at 8% in the Republican field. If you look closely, if you listen carefully to the right people, you will detect that there are rumblings within the RNC and the Republican establishment of maybe turning to Marco Rubio. If this downward trajectory for Jeb Bush continues, the establishment's going to have to do something. And it is thought that if and when they do something, the something will be to shift to Marco Rubio. When Republican and Republican-leaning voters are asked in an open-ended format, no names provided, in other words, no multiple choice, just name the guy you're for, name the candidate you're for, none of the 15 GOP candidates are named by more than 25% of those who may vote in the primary. Now, that is that's a classic drive-by media way to write a statistic up. This is a good lesson. Let me read this to you again. This is from the Pew Center. When Republican and Republican-leaning voters are asked in an open-ended format, no names provided, for their first choice for the nomination, none of the 15 candidates are named by more than 25% of those who may vote. What are you supposed to think when you hear that? You're supposed to, God, nobody wants any of them. None of them are popular. My God, only 20%. Gee whiz, what a loser bunch. That's what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to ignore that the entire total is being divvied up by 15 people. And for one of the 15 to have 25% is pretty huge. And in that case, that'd be the Trumpster. Trump at 25, 16 is Ben Carson, 16%. Rubio and Fiorina at 8, 6% name Ted Cruz, and 4% name Jeb Bush.